Hello and welcome to another MCO update on Tesla. So the Tesla chart has reacted to this larger support area, which is here defined between $224 and $159, which is good to see. Okay, we had that reaction. The move to the downside technically could be complete. We can call that an ABC structure in wave C of B. I can label it as a three-wave move down from that December 24 high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves in white wave C. Okay, but overall a three-wave move down. So it could be considered complete. What I don't like about the structure is that the move up is completely choppy, messy, corrective, overlapping. So overall, the price turned around where it needed to keep the bullish count alive, which is the white scenario, in which we're tracking an A, B, C structure to the upside, still towards potentially $700 to $800 plus. But really, the bulls need to turn up here. If from here now we break down, it increases the potential that this is an extended wave 4. And that's the orange scenario, which might even then lead to a test of around $120. Now, what's that for? Where does that count come from? Well, that would be a scenario here where we are tracking a wider wave 4. Now, in the orange count, that wave 4 bottomed in December 22. But in the orange count, that wave 4 is unfolding still, and it probably formed a WXY structure, a very complex corrective structure, and a flat structure as well. Now, I don't clearly favor that scenario because a WXY structure with an overshooting X wave is not very common, but it's a possibility, okay? So in that case, we would need to see, though, a break below the April low to confirm that further. Just something we have to prepare for because the rally from the April low is very messy. However, I'm not giving up on the bullish count yet. It will depend on the larger correction that happens after this rally is completed, because there is a bit of a rally that started in April. I mean, I've got 3 waves up in what I've labeled wave A, a B wave pullback, and this here is the C wave to the upside that's unfolding. I would actually like to see one more high, would be ideal. And micro support is currently between $255 and $270. And as long as it's holding, we could get one more high there in wave 5 of C of B. And that could be 5 waves up in wave C of B, or even of wave 1, yeah, in case the wave 1 is maybe the wave 1 of a diagonal pattern or something. I mean, there are other ways, but for now I don't have a 5-wave move up. And even with one more high, I would only call it a 3-wave rally. But in the very short term, it would even look best with one more high, even just to fill in this ABC structure, which means that initial micro support is $255 to $270. As long as we're holding above $255, I'd like to see one more high. Below that level, it becomes quite clear that a top of sorts has formed. And then I will add support for what could be a wave 2 pullback, but it will be questionable. I wouldn't expect it to hold. I mean, I can add it already, but I wouldn't necessarily expect it to hold because, just because of all the an incomplete looking rally, which indicates weakness. And I'm just going to leave it on the chart here for now between $229 and $251. So we have upper support, which is keeping the direct move up intact. Break below 255 shifts the focus towards a larger correction already underway. And if the pullback is corrective, we can then still watch for higher prices, potentially in the white scenario. But any break below 229 will already make it more likely we're entering a much larger correction as per the orange count to the downside, $220. But as I said, in the short term, my expectation, at least what I'm tracking primarily, would be one more high. And then the next correction, the next pullback, ideally would form a higher low. To set up for higher prices. But it's all based on corrective structures. Unfortunately, no high quality setup. So it is important to stay very close to the nano structures here, because they can shift in very dynamic ways. but the level should be clear. And if one more high forms, it should take the price to $305 to 317. So that's the update on Tesla. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, make sure that you join our stocks membership, stock service. In that membership, you get access to different stocks, including Tesla, S&P 500 updates every single day, NASDAQ updates every single day. We now also cover silver and gold and platinum and palladium as a bonus as well, for anybody who's interested in these. So you get regular updates for these as well. In addition, plus, depending on the package you choose, also access to our live charts, chat rooms, maybe even a weekly webinar. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. Link is in the description. I've also linked it in the comments section. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.